Hello, Dr. Kramer. It is simply wonderful to see you again. Thank you for taking the time out of your very busy day to reconnect with career planning and development. A little over a year ago, you contributed an article to the Career Planning and Development blog that was titled, "It is Never Too Late to Follow Your Dreams." And in this article, you shared your inspiring personal, professional, and academic journey. Since the article was released, you successfully graduated from Walden University with your PhD in industrial organizational psychology. And I even remember when you shared a lovely photo with me from your commencement ceremony. And you truly reached a milestone in your life through your positivity, through your hard work, and your perseverance. So, again, I just want to wish you a huge congratulations here. And I wanted to reconnect with you to see where your Walden degree has taken you so far and to tap into your wisdom for other Walden students who are interested in higher education. So my first question for you today is, could you tell us a little bit about what you are doing now in your current role as a director of an IO psychology program at a state university?
Yes, well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on your blog. I'm excited to be here, and thank you for that nice introduction. I'm super excited to, just share a little bit with the students and the other faculty, some of the experiences, and I love the role that I'm in right now. So I'm currently a director of the Master's IO program in a state university, and so a little bit about this job is it's kind of a multi-role. So I'm in charge of the admissions, so the future students coming in, but also the current students to make sure they're doing well and to check in and make sure that they're getting all the needs met in their program. And then I also do a service function, a little bit of research, but also a service function. And so the service function is to help with the IO student consulting group. So I'm excited. It's kind of a marriage of all the things I love, a little bit of admin, a little bit of instructing. I actually didn't mention that part as well. So I teach different courses in the IO program, and then a lot of student service. So in a nutshell, that's what I do.
That's wonderful. And what do you enjoy most about your current position?
I think what I enjoy most is that there's a variety. So I never get bored. There's a lot to do. I think that each aspect of the job is pretty exciting in itself. Certainly in the classroom, it's exciting to be sharing information with students, helping them critically think and help them look at what their future can hold. The admin part is, making sure that the current students and the future students are a good fit for the program, and also the little bit of research that I get to do as well in the role.
And what skills and qualifications helped you land your current director's position?
Oh boy. Well, I think definitely the PhD. So the education was vital. It's really important to have that background, the skills, the knowledge, experience, and research to be able to be in this role. Past experience when it's IO psychology, what industry experience did I have, and do I have? What leadership experience do I have? But certainly also building all of the knowledge that I obtained during the PhD was vital in actually getting this role. So the courses that I took, how I applied it, how I can apply it to this role, were all significant.
And what career-related skills did you gain while a student at Walden and also after graduation that helped you during the application and the interview process for your current position?
Yeah, so career-related skills, first of all, course-related, just about everything. But career-related, I think a big part of the things that I learned at Walden was, going to you actually and the Professional Development, Career Development Center, and making sure that what I was applying from my courses were going into the career that I was heading toward. updating my resume, making sure my CV was updated as well to show those new skills and to show where I've actually utilized them. In addition, networking, really important. I think it was important to go to the Walden functions, but also go to outside functions in terms of the society memberships that would be pertain to the industry that I'm in. So I think those would be the biggest things. And just making sure that everything that I was doing was focusing toward that goal when I graduate.
Mm-hmm. What career advice would you have for Walden students who are looking for their first higher ed teaching position in higher ed?
Wow. I think that's a great question. I think a big thing that I found helpful was to volunteer. So when I go to these associations, see where I can volunteer, get to know people in the associations, go to events where I can actually participate either in a symposium or present something that I'm working on. I think that helped to show visibility. Walden has symposiums, so I was really lucky enough to be pointed in that direction. So I was able to be in the CMT, or the College of Management Technology Symposium, to discuss my proposal. So all that gives experience, preparation, and visibility. So I would say those are the biggest things. If you want to go into teaching, try to get that exposure, let people see that you can present. Come in as a guest speaker where you can. Ask if you could actually teach and sub in places where you know somebody that's already teaching, those sort of things.
That is great advice. And it sounds like you really worked hard while you were a student at Walden to build your academic CV and involved in leadership activities and activities that helped you become more visible, and for you to apply some of the knowledge that you gained in your Walden program and be able to apply that toward presentations, toward articles that you've written, towards other activities. So it's really that applied knowledge piece that really made a difference. And what career tips would you have for those who already have some higher ed teaching experience, but they're looking to grow and advance in higher ed?
It's also another great question. I would say network, and network. Keep getting yourself involved in places that are part of your industry organizations. In our case, it's SIOP. I also was a member of APA and the Asian American Psychological Association. So I did as many volunteer opportunities, first of all, and then also networking when I could. Now that we are pretty much in the post-COVID situation, go to the events, meet people in person, stay connected with them, ask where you can help. I think that would help a lot in terms of, getting yourself into a career, and also to get good points and tips from people. One of the things I did throughout the entire PhD program was did informational interviews. So after I would end an event, if I met people that I liked, I would just ask, hey, can I set up an appointment later for an informational interview, and ask a little bit about your career. And those helped a lot because people gave really good insights and ways to help me grow my own visibility, but also my skills. I really needed to learn a lot before I got to that point of actually graduating. So those are just a couple things. I think that also going to the Career and Development Center, I reached out quite frequently. I also looked at what webinars were available outside of my appointments, and preparing the tools, which are the resume, CV, LinkedIn, portfolio, all the things we got to do together, Dina. But also the webinars. Look at the webinars, see what's out there, see what else you need to do to prepare. So I hope in a nutshell that helps a little bit.
It absolutely does. And definitely using the career planning and development tools and resources, taking advantage of the offerings and really connecting with us. And Dr. Kramer, you connected early in your program. You didn't wait till the very end, which is something that we really encourage our students to do. And we are here to support students and alumni in their career development. So it is wonderful to hear from someone who's really taken advantage of those services and offerings. And Dr. Kramer, thank you so much for sharing your insights here today. We wish you the very best as you continue to live Walden's mission of social change and impact higher education programs and institutions. It has truly been a pleasure reconnecting with you.
Thank you so much, Dina, and thank you for having me. I've really enjoyed my experience and journey at Walden, and I want to just share with students, hang in there, be very, very confident in what you want to study, what you're researching and completing your program, and follow your North Star and enjoy.